What you're about to watch is a clip from my BrandLytics training where I get together with entrepreneurs, thought leaders who want to build their brand using YouTube and making data-driven decisions to blow up their brand this year. Enjoy.
So I have kind of a direction question. I have hit on a video topic that just goes so well.
Yep.
It's very specific though. And I'm like, do I make a new channel? Do I make a new playlist? Like, what do you do when one of your topics kind of blows the others out of the water?
Cool. Where are we going?
So the new topic that's going so well has to do with relationships. I do one thought leadership video a week, and then two, I answer letters like a Dear Abby. Okay. And I'm just finding the stuff where people write in and say, oh, I've got a really sick relationship. What should I do? When I answer that one, the numbers just go.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. 129,000 views on this one.
Do you promote them?
Yeah.
Well, not particularly.
Wow.
Not on YouTube. Uh-huh. I actually, the ones where I answer letters, I don't even send to my email list. I send the thought leadership to my email list.
Fantastic.
So I just sort of see a juncture here. It's like, do I become the Dear Abby of relationships? I think that most of the people who buy stuff from me are more about general PTSD symptoms.
Yeah.
And I could probably make a big business coaching women who have obsessive relationships, but it's just kind of like a big question.
I would make it a series.
Okay.
With a playlist?
Yeah, playlists are fine, but think more series. Like most people don't consume by playlists. So it's nice to on your homepage have some playlists for people to be able to, she did it, upload some popular uploads. Let's go, Anna. We love it. Yeah, and start here, best of the fairy. So here I would do more like this could be better than best of the fairy, but you could have it here on your playlist. That's fine. But most people consume, if they sign up and they just find this picture, or maybe this is too new. Maybe they just got this one, right? They just watched this video and you're talking about relationships. They want to see more content on relationships. And you might pull them into your other stuff as well, because they probably have some kind of PTSD too, right? So this is the hero content that gets you known, that then not everybody, but a good chunk will follow into the next thing that you want to promote in the other videos as well. So I would look at doing a series on this. So I don't know, how much you want to be making content, but ideally it's once a week you're making this and once a week you're doing the other stuff.
Yeah, I've been doing 3. It's killing me, but it's good.
So what are the 3? Like, what are the main themes of the 3?
So the thought leadership one is one that's scripted and that easily can be adapted to a blog post and a bunch of social media.
Okay.
And then the other 2, I'm answering a letter and it's improvised. So it's a lot more work if I were to try to convert it into written form, but it works well. That's something I learned early on in this program, was just go ahead and improvise. And so I get, I don't know, 100 letters a day, and I pick a couple and do every week and do those. So I do a strong opinion introduction, then I read the letter, then I go back over the letter and kind of go through the little things they said.
And that's what these ones are, letters?
It's a winning format. Yeah. And I have done the letters for all kinds of things that people write about, but these ones about obsessive romance are just hitting a nerve. And so lately in the other, I do these group coaching calls and people come in. I'm getting 700 lead magnet leads a day. And, sales go up some, but they're really coming into the funnel here. And then when I'm on the call, I do these free calls every two weeks on Zoom, and they're coming in and saying, oh yeah, I saw your video about obsessive romance, and that's me. And I just think, oh, this is, if I chose to, I could really make this the main business line. This would be the moneymaker, I think. But my thought leadership in the general area of complex PTSD is important to me too.
So if I'm looking at these, you have 3 series. You've got the letters, you've got the thought leadership, and what's the third one?
There's no third.
Oh, so how are you making 3 videos then?
I do 2 letters.
Oh, 2 letters. Okay. So then the letters are easier for you to make than the other ones.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. They're more on the back end for editing and all that, but.
And are you editing or you're?
No, no.
And are you turning it into text for the blog or no?
Just starting now. No.
Okay. So then we're not as concerned, right?
Like, yeah, right.
If it's more work to turn it into a blog post, but less work for you, like more work for team, but less work for you.
Yeah. Then we win.
Mm-hmm. So I like it. I think if you had 2 letters per week, just make one of the letters on this theme.
Well, I'm already doing 2.
2 on the same theme?
Yeah. Well, the obsessive love you could talk about till the cows come home. I literally get 100 letters a day on it. So I can do a lot of letters on it. And it's driving now, when I was doing 2, I just started doing this topic twice a week and I went to 1,000 subs a day.
Yeah. Wow.
So it's fun to go for the numbers. Like the numbers themselves are pretty rewarding, but it's kind of turns into a new direction. Well,
as long as it still relates to
the
overall thing, which it does. I would have it as a playlist.
Yeah.
A theme that every week you're adding at least one video, but you're still doing the other stuff as well.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's where I am now. It's still, you learn so much by just doing it. You kind of learn what people respond to.
Yeah. I mean, this is like, you get an idea, you throw it against the wall and see what happens.
Yeah.
Maybe you keep doing it, maybe not. Like if the letters are like, what was your last thought leadership piece here?
Dumb advice you should ignore.
Dumb advice.
Yeah, it's the 4th one in there.
Oh, here's okay. So, okay,
yeah, but look at that number, 13,000 in 8 days. It's the lowest performer.
And this is the most work because it's all scripted, right?
Yeah.
It's also the shortest, 12 minutes versus 30, 26, 42. That's partly why. Like your short ones, the script, this is a scripted one too?
No.
No? How about this one? CPTSD.
Actually, maybe it is. Yeah. Groups trigger you. That's scripted. Yeah. The shorter ones. That's right. The shorter ones.
Yeah. I mean, they're shorter. They take the most work and they're getting the least results.
Yeah.
So, okay. So why do we keep doing them? One, because they're just a heck of a lot of fun for you to do.
Well, they're helping me block out my book actually. So I've got them all. I've got now all my thought leadership videos are indexed and I can pull on them for, for the book. So there's that, but that's all I used to do. I started doing these letters at your suggestion and at first it wasn't successful, but I learned a couple of things in the formula that make it really successful, which is really strong opinion. And then the thumbnail needs to be sensational in every sense of the word. I had to get a little more daring with how I phrase things because I'm trying to be, I don't know. When you're talking about people cheating on their spouses and stuff, if I was putting a more like thoughtful, like, being faithful, why it's important or something. Instead you go cheat, yay or nay, woo, and that gets the clicks and then it's the same video.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, it could change the intro. Your powerful opinion.
Yeah.
Beginning.
That's the single most important thing I've changed since being in this group that totally changed everything was the powerful opinion.
The opening. Yeah, makes you
breaking the habit I had from working in public health of being circumspect and not being too opinionated and just getting in there and going, you are screwing up and here's what you need to do.
It works. You got to hold their attention.
It works. And yeah, I was always afraid about what the therapists and officials out there would think, but I got so many fans and they're just like, yeah, right on. I give these to my patients. They can't really be that direct. I can.
If you want to see this full video as well as train live with me twice a month to blow up your brand, join the BrandLytics training program. There's a link to join right there next to me. Continue to believe. I'll see you there.